Now, your Norcast weather update.
Brought to you by Resorts Atlantic City, where hot summer fun is in full swing. Enjoy one-of-a-kind gaming, entertainment, promotions, and dining. Every Friday and Saturday, play Born to Ride Blackjack and instantly win $100 and a chance to win a Harley Fat Boy.
And good Saturday evening. Hope your Saturday's gone fantastic so far. I'm meteorologist Bobby Klark with an update on that forecast. Good news is I'm looking at this map here is the fact that look where the flow is coming out of, the north to northeast. That's more of a drying wind that we've been dealing with for most of today. So the good news is we're starting to see those showers and storms get out of here, along with that low pressure system, that upper level low that ran along the trough today. That was able to push it south and east of our area, so we're going to see ourselves much more improving conditions as we head into the rest of this evening. 70 in Glassboro, 74 in Media, 73 in Marlton, 73 in Trenton. So some places getting even some sunshine, peaks of sunshine out there before we get into that sunset hour, but thankfully we'll see ourselves much nicer conditions heading into the evening on into the overnight hours. We will see some fog and clouds for tonight. Enough of a northeasterly flow out there to kind of keep the moisture around enough to cause clouds and fog. Is it going to be as oppressive and disgusting it's been the last couple of nights? No. But again, just be aware of that, especially if you have any kind of early plans tomorrow morning along the shoreline especially, could see some patchy, dense fog out there. Tomorrow is going to be much nicer out there. Mix of sun and clouds, yes, along the shore because of an easterly flow. Could take a bit to get rid of those clouds by midday, maybe even early afternoon with a couple of spritzes around. Got to watch out for that. But inland's looking much nicer. Humidity is going to start to return midweek. But the good news is with this pattern that we've had for the last 2 weeks, this omega block we've been talking about, Nick and I, the good news is we only see small portions. There's only a couple days worth of this humidity. So that's some good news. And we look like we're going to turn into a fantastic end of the week. We'll talk about that in just a few moments. By the numbers for today, well below normal for today. Obviously, it did not feel like that because it was absolutely disgusting. You felt like you were swimming out in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico because it was just absolutely disgusting out there. Interesting that the record was 100. I remember back in 2012, I remember how hot it was back then. The fact that even when I was in Belmar for a few days, it was even reaching 100 there and feeling like 110 back in 2012. Wow, 10 years ago certainly was a scorcher for our region. Good 3 or 4 days, I believe, we had about 100 degrees worth of temperatures. Good news for us, I guess we should say overall, because of this pattern, we've been seeing some warm days out there, and has it felt like 100 a couple of days? Of course. But we haven't actually seen air temperatures near 100 in a long time. So I think we'll take that overall. It looks like it looks good for that going into at least the middle of the month. Futurecast, we see ourselves, these clouds will continue to build here as we head and stick around with us as we head through the overnight hours with that northeasterly flow. Temperatures dipping back into low to mid 60s overnight. Again, patchy, dense fog along the shoreline. Again, a few spritzes could pop up as we head into tomorrow morning. Again, closer to the shoreline you go to, the better chance of seeing those. But eventually by the afternoon, I think we all clear on out of here and see a decent end of the day, a drier end of the day, certainly, as we dealt with for the last couple of days, and feeling so much nicer out there. Temperatures only in the 70s along the shoreline, 80s inland. I think we'll take that with less humidity, basically below where we should be for this time of year. As we saw, temperatures should be in the mid to upper 80s. We'll only barely reach 80 as we head into the inland hours itself. So tonight, mostly cloudy. We'll see some daybreak fog out there, dense in places, especially head towards the shoreline. Temperatures dipping back into the low 60s mainland, pair of sixes along the shoreline, northeasterly flow around 5 miles per hour. And then for your Sunday, temperatures dipping back up into the upper 70s to near 80s, even some mid 80s. Depends how much sunshine we can really get out of there. So depends on how much sunshine we can actually get with that flow coming out of the east. I think sustained 5 to 10. I think by the afternoon we get that sea breeze kicking and could get to gusting to near 15, 20 miles per hour out of the east. So certainly breezy conditions, but we'll take it because that means it's less humid out there and much cooler than have to deal with these upper 80s and disgusting weather, correct? Upper air pattern 5,000 feet above the surface itself. As we saw earlier today, we're still in this omega block. It's just amazing to watch this pattern because it's almost been sitting here for like the last 2 weeks looking like this. Heartland of the country is absolutely getting scorched right now. Temperatures in the 100s to 110. Air temperatures, by the way, not even the heat index. We're talking about 120, especially in parts of Texas. Forget it. But it's the fact that we've got this ridge that's sitting here, and what happens is storms run up it and it gets stronger and faster. That's why they saw that really strong derecho in my old stomping grounds of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. 85 mile per hour wind gusts out there. And if you saw any pictures of it or any video, the green haze that basically just was swamping the town itself. And Sioux Falls itself is actually a pretty decently large city out there, one of the largest that they do have out in South Dakota. But to see it just basically get engulfed by green clouds is just amazing. But it continues to move, and eventually, look where it goes. That's why we've basically been avoiding the major severe weather for us. Have we gotten storms that have dropped about an inch of rain in about a half hour? Yes, that's the kind of pattern we're in, unfortunately. But overall, we avoided a lot of the severe weather. So that's some good news out there. And you can see, relatively speaking, we're still kind of in the below normal situation here. And that will continue to be the case as we head into most of this weekend and head into the middle of the week. We do see a little bit of blip. A warm front will push through here later, I think, on Monday. That'll allow for some heat and humidity to creep back in here. But overall, it's pretty squashed out there. So we don't see, what's defined as a heat wave is 3 or more days worth of 90 degree or feeling, disgusting out there. Not seeing that. 1 or 2 days, yes, but not overall. We're not seeing with this kind of pattern. Look at the dip here. That's heading into Wednesday when that cold front pushes through. That's what I'm saying. By the time we hit the end of the week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it's going to be absolutely gorgeous out there. Dry conditions, low humidity temperatures, right where they should be for this time of year. Speaking of which, I think Monday, though, is the overall best day of the week. 83 degrees, low humidity, sunshine, definitely feeling much nicer out there. A warm front does push through later on. That's why Tuesday, Wednesday, I think the heat and humidity starts to return. Cold front pushes through Wednesday. That's why Thursday, Friday, an exclusive Norcast plus 3 days Saturday. Even Sunday's not that bad. Yes, I know cloud cover. Could see some showers on Sunday because there's a warm front that will push through that will help make it turn warmer as we head into Monday. But a decent, at least 3.5 day stretch here as we head towards the end of the week. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you tonight.